And you need to understand that there are things even in the spirit that are happening that you are unaware of. The children of Israel are completely unaware that this man is looking down on them, hating on their success, and trying to get a curse to be manifested in their lives. It is important that we bless God for the things that we know that he's done. But it's also important that you reserve a praise for the things that we didn't even know that he stopped on our behalf. There were assignments that the enemy had, things that the enemy desired to do that you will never even know about. And God stepped in and said, not so. And this is where this particular text comes in today, because Balak sees the children of Israel. They come into they're on the opposite side of the Jordan. They're on the plains of Moab. He sees them. He's like, man, I just heard about what they did to Og, king of Bashan. I just heard about what they did to all these Canaanite kings. Ain't nothing that I can do with this. I got an idea. Let me curse them. So what he begins to do is that he calls Balaam. And the first thing that I want you to understand is that the enemy had a plan. Come, put a curse on the people, because why? They are too powerful. Perhaps then I will be able to defeat them and drive them out of the land. Remember what a curse does. It constrains, it frustrates, it causes all of everything that you do to come to futility. And he realizes how prosperous and how blessed they are. And he says, the only way that I can defeat them is to put a curse on them. There's something that I want you to understand and pay attention to. The Israelites, they're just down in the valley minding their business. They don't know that this is even happening. I even wonder, how does the author gain access to this moment? Moses is down there somewhere. He's with the children of Israel dealing with their rebellious behind. Who done got in Balaam and Balak's closet? Who was the fly on the wall there? They are completely unaware to what is happening. And you need to understand that there are things even in the spirit that are happening that you are unaware of. What is it? The book of Luke, when Jesus is at the Last Supper, he says, Simon, Simon, you didn't know this, but Satan has asked for you, that he may sift you as wheat. But I have prayed for you that your faith may not fail. All of this is happening. Simon is just minding his business each and every day. He doesn't know that this is going on. There's a conversation that's happening in the spiritual realm to try to get him cursed. He has no idea. Job has no idea what's going on in heaven when he begins to experience everything that he's experiencing. When Satan goes before God and he says, hey, look, the only reason that Job praised you is because you blessed him with a whole lot of things. If you take all of this stuff away and you let me hurt him, then I'll get him to curse you to your face. Job doesn't even know that that's happening. The children of Israel are completely unaware that this man is looking down on them, hating on their success, and trying to get a curse to be manifested in their lives. Listen. Here's the thing that I think is important. It is important that we bless God for the things that we know that he's done. But it's also important that you reserve a praise for the things that we didn't even know that he stopped on our behalf. There were assignments that the enemy had, things that the enemy desired to do that you will never even know about. And God stepped in and said, not so. God stepped in and said, not so. Oftentimes the enemy knows your greatness and you're ignorant of it. Which is why he wanted to curse him. Listen, if you've never experienced an attack, chances are you're probably not that great in the kingdom. Chances are you probably don't pose a threat to the kingdom of darkness. I'm just gonna leave him on autopilot over there. He's good. I ain't gotta do nothing to him. Autopilot. He ain't no threat. Jesus, I know. Paul, I know. Who are you? All right. So the enemy sees their greatness And that greatness is what attracts the attack. That attack is confirmation that there is greatness on your life. Most of us have no idea why it is that we're going through what we're going through, or why one thing tries to come up after another. It's because there's greatness on your life, and the enemy is trying to separate you from God. He's trying to get you frustrated. He's trying to get you depressed. He's trying to get you down to a place where you don't even want to pray no more because things ain't going your way. And in doing so, he can try to separate you from the presence of God. But thanks be unto God that there is nothing that can separate me from the love of God that is in Christ Jesus. Even when I try to go astray, the love of God keeps following me. He's the one that pursues us. So the enemy knows about the greatness. Do you know about your greatness? And I need you to go home and ask God, hey, what is that assignment? What is the thing that you have implanted on the inside of me that's going to be a blessing to your kingdom and a blessing to the people of God? Israel does not know this is happening. So the enemy has a plan to curse. He's not trying to bless. He trains my hands for war and for battle. He strengthens me to pull back the bow of bronze. This is why. Because God knows there are going to be some seasons where you have to fight in the spirit. Not everything is going to be given. When they go into the promised land, you're going to have houses you did not build, vineyards you did not plant, filled with things that you did not buy. But before that was warfare. Before they came into every promise, there was a battle. There was a fight. God went before them in the midst of the battle, but there was a battle.